welcome back to Gabino Games, and today we are doing the new levels of the Kairos dungeon. We're going to do Giants, Dragon Slayer, Necropolis, Steel Fortress, and Punisher's Crypt. We're going to cover all the new levels. For this Giants dungeon B12, we're using our Lucian together with our Tayor, but I'm thinking you can change Tayor to a Lin. Nevertheless, you'll need sustain with that Fran. So, our team is Lucian, Fran, Second Awakened Crow, Tayor together with the Lauren. We're using the attack power lead of our Lucian to make sure that we are able to do enough damage. Let's go check out our monster builds, the runes of our monsters. Here's our Lucian, Fran, of course our Crow on a rage build, same as our Lucian, our Tayor on a swift, not too speedy, I want him actually faster, and of course Lauren. Here we go. In terms of speed tuning, Lauren tends to go first because she's currently on a Guild War build. Yeah, I didn't exactly change the runes of my monsters anymore, but I put here Fran because we need a little bit of that sustain, but at the same time she always has to buff before this Lucian, right? And Tayor moves, and of course Crow after all the debuffs have already been put on the enemy, right? Yeah, with this build, together with that buff from our Fran, Lucian is able to clear the waves. Okay. But the Scar has to work perfectly, right? Just to have a faster run. You see? Good thing we have our Fran there. And of course Lauren to control the attack bars of the boss. Again, if you want to change someone, like if you want to change that Tayor, you can put Lin there for sure. Although they say that Lin tends to derp, but yeah, I haven't put runes on my Lin, although we do have her. But of course, if you have a Tayor, go Tayor, man. Let's see. Yeah, Lucian just missed the buff. It kinda derped there, but it's fine. Yeah, the thing with the B12 dungeons is that, you know, it's the same mechanic as the B10 dungeons. It's just that the bosses have different or higher, what do you call it? Stats, right? Okay, easy Giants B12. Okay, next one, let's go check out the Dragons B12. We'll continue to work on this and we'll keep you updated, but I was getting a lot of questions on the teams that we were using, so here's our video. Now we're using El Sharian here. For sure, El Sharian needs higher accuracy. We'll work on that at least 65% or 80%. If you can go 100, go for it. But I like putting him on violent. But at the same time, I haven't put any artifacts on our monsters just yet. Given the new massive update, you'll need to farm for your artifacts for sure. You know, they've given us like additional 300 slots just for those artifacts. Yep, so start farming your artifacts. We'll get to that in a while. Okay. If the team derps, you'll definitely lose. You know, I like putting Fran because, she provides that sustain we need, and at the same time, you have our Verd giving those attack bars. We're gonna continue to improve our Elsharian. Like maybe it's time to put Devilmons on him. Yeah, I haven't really put any Devilmons. But at the same time, yeah, put more accuracy on him too. I don't use Elsharian that much, to be honest, but it seems like, Come to Us really did a good update on the game, such that, it's like starting all over basically. You'll have to get all those artifacts and fill your monsters with all those artifacts. You got your monster type artifacts, at the same time you have your elemental artifact. That's going to be a lot to put together again. Nevertheless, if you're a Summoner's War player, then that just simply means like it's a lot to farm for, and it's like starting a new game, but at least you have your monsters together still. Like what would you prefer, Summoner's War 2 and then you'll have to lose all your monsters? No way, right? No one's gonna go play the same thing without the monsters that you already have. So this is a good fix, honestly. My only question is that, I'm also playing Epic 7, and Come to Us is kinda catching up with Epic 7, but Epic 7 is pioneering these roleplay games, whereas, for example, RTA, Epic 7 came out with that emoji in the RTA battles first. At the same time, Epic 7 also has that, when you touch the screen, it marks where you're touching it. That's Epic 7 did that first. Epic 7 also came out with the first B12 dungeons, right, or the higher tier dungeons. Plus, of course, Epic 7 launched or updated the game with those artifacts, and even today, right, they have like not even artifacts, but like exclusive equipment, additional equipment for other monsters, for specific monsters. So is that the next thing that Come to Us is going to do? I don't know. But yep, we're leveling up our Epic 7 teams and we're playing it. So we're seeing all these changes. I know that for a fact Summoners were launched first, right? Nevertheless, yeah, we still love the game, and it's actually better late than never, I guess. Yes. Okay. Now back to this fight, or this farm. Yeah, we're doing all the dungeons 2 times just to make sure, and we're able to show you in case what happens if they don't attack consecutively or together, or if the like, for example, Elsharian fails to debuff and get that immunity from the dragon, right? But yeah, even Rauk. Yeah, I flashed the stats of these new dungeons here to help you prepare and understand the stats of the bosses that you will be facing. Okay. We'll continue to work on these guys and we'll keep you updated throughout our videos. Basically, yeah, it's a sustain. This team is kind of safe. Yeah, it's not exactly a fast run, but yeah, kind of safe. Just get those accuracies up, because with that defense break, as long as you get the defense break on this dragon and then you get that scar up, it's going to be good. And of course, the more debuffs on the monster or the dragon, you'll get higher damage with your crow. Okay. And it's still the same drops. I don't know. It's supposed to be better, right? Well, we'll see. Anyway, here's Necro B12. Okay, you got Colleen here this time, but we're using the twins with Sabrina together with Stilfran and Deva. Okay, let's go test it out. Again, just like the previous bosses or the previous earlier B10 dungeons, it's same, what do you call it, same mechanic, same boss mechanics. You have to bring multi-hitters at the same time. You'll go through these damage reflecting golems. I would say that was usually the problem we would face when we were doing these Necropolis runs, right? Is that when Lucian actually goes for amputation magic, and then all those golems reflect the damage, then automatically you lose one of your monsters, one of the crucial monsters for Necro B10, because he has ignore defense, he has a heal block in case your Colleen is unable to put that heal block. Yeah, I brought in Colleen and Fran together here just so we have all the multi-hits and heals that we need to sustain against the boss. I like these water twins because they do damage based on the enemy's max HP, and at the same time they have a defense break. Yeah, maybe improve on their what do you call this, on their accuracy still, but generally while we start farming for all these artifacts, we can put more artifacts on these monsters and they'll more or less do better, right? They should be able to do better, move faster. But I just wanted to share this video right away because it's the first day of the patch that's coming out, and it's still FRR over the weekend. So I hope this helps you set up your initial teams, and then we'll continue to read up on Reddit and those of course our social media pages on Facebook. We are members of the Summoners War International Facebook, together of course with the Summoners War Philippines Facebook. Okay, now that was a good run, but again, if Lucian is unable to survive the reflected damage from these golems, these runs are going to fail, at the same time, yeah, it's just not gonna work if he dies. Basically that's just the facts, brother. That's just the facts. Yeah, is this team free to play? Well, except for Lucian maybe, and the runes. But yeah, technically you can. Yeah, it is. This one is a F2P team because Deva was a Hall of Heroes. Maybe the Water Twin. Not fusion material, I'd say, but yeah, it's MB4. You should be able to have gotten her throughout the events. Like even now, you have a what do you call it? Choose your NB4 event, right? That you can actually get your twins if you still don't have them. Okay, you see? That's why that helps with the double immunity, double heals from our Fran and Colleen. See all those multi-hits? What's important is you get the heal block, the defense break, okay, and then the finish. Alright, so there goes our Necro. 1 minute 50, not the fastest, but we'll continue to work on that again. Okay, Now next one, of course, is the Steel Fortress. Now this is where Eirgar, the Dark Vampire, currently shines. Generally, don't mind that artifact. It's not doing much for now. But we're bringing Agar together with Rauk, Lauren, Fran. And I like Brandia this time. But again, of course, you can change Brandia with a double or the second awakened crow. But I like Brandia better because she has those debuffs. Not necessarily the branding, but more like the glance, a defense break too on the first skill. But at the same time, she's a NV5, so she has a higher base stats. When you compare it to like a crow, who's a NV3 monster. Okay. Now the thing here is Lauren keeps moving first because again she's currently on a Guild Wars Siege Battle build. I have a slower Lauren, but she's on a fight set. Not fully skilled yet. That one is basically for R5 runs. Like I'm fixing and working on the PJ R5, the Balagear Johnson combo, right? But okay, let's go to this boss. Now it's very important that you bring in monsters with blocking beneficial effects, just like Eirgar. Now, Eirgar is good together with Fran because she's able to put immunity. Eirgar is able to block beneficial effects. Lauren is supposed to slow the enemy, right? And at the same time, reduce attack bars. Okay, all the while preparing your main damage dealer, and in this case it's Brandia. Touch of Mercy. Okay, done deal. Still not the fastest, but at least you'll be able to get those artifacts going, and as you farm these levels, you'll be able to improve your monsters. Okay, let's do that one more time. Okay. Nice. Sue. Agar and then Rock going violent crazy. Oh yeah. Go Rock. Okay. See, that's why you need to get rid of that shield and that defense buff. I'm still testing if you can maybe change Lauren with Elsharion, but I just like Lauren with that attack bar reduction on the boss. You'll see, because that keeps him in control, and at the same time, you're able to put all those debuffs before your main damage dealer like Brandia here. But of course the thing is, see, it's so hard to go through that shield. Another thing with Fran is the fact that she's able to put that attack break beacon attack of the boss, right? So that's also helpful for us. Now with all those debuffs, this Lauren just should be able to freaking get rid of the buffs, right? She's supposed to strip. But resisted. Maybe we should mix it up a bit, but this team is just stable. Especially with the Fran there. And Lauren is good because you see that she lessens the attack bar. Now with all those debuffs up, on the next turn, We should have Touch of Mercy. No. Yeah, well, goes for the finish. So the run can actually be faster if the monsters don't derp. Currently this is what I use. Again, I'll be continually doing our research and we'll let you know if we come up with better teams. But let's go do the Punisher's crypt B10. Okay, we're using Yen here with that attack power lead of 25%. Together again with our Rauk, Fran, our Verd, and of course the second awakened crow. Okay. Now this is the very tricky one, to be honest. Yeah, it's not so easy. It's not yet 100%, but this does finish the job. I've seen players bring out together like the Hiveslag, if is that how you pronounce it, the Wind Barbarian King in the place of Fran, but yeah, I don't know, it's not working for me. I guess I have to check the monster builds. I mean, yeah, review that. But so far, this for me is the safer team against this Punisher. But I like the graphics, you know. Well, that's one of the main reasons why we fell in love with Summoner's Wars, of course, the monster design and the animation. Oh, nice one, Rogue. Yeah, that slow is very important. But just remember, you know, every time you reduce the attack power of the boss, he gets an automatic turn. So if you bring like a Lauren here, she'll basically give him the turn every time she attacks, because she reduces attack bar as, you know, part of her passive, right? Yeah, so be very careful with that. You know, don't reduce the attack bars of this boss, because if you do, you're just gonna give him the turn and that's going to be a GG. Okay, support artifact. Now I wanted to show you this dimensional predator. Unfortunately, I totally did not realize that you can only finish it once in 31 days. But the team I used would be this, that would be the Verdiheal together with Illusion, but I used Fran, so that's going to be, where's the team? With the Bella and the second awakened Rauk. Yeah, so that's going to be Verdiheal, Fran, Lauren, Rauk, and second awakened Beladian for the sustain. Yeah, my tip would be to check your amputation magic for the boss, for the mid boss, and you have to kill them together. And then at the same time, yeah, it's pretty much easy from there, from that point forward. And that's it for today. I'll try to get my mini finish that Predator, but we got requests for the Tartarus Labyrinth and we're currently running it. And yep, stay tuned for that.
And that's it for today. We hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave a like if you did. And don't forget to subscribe for more content. Yeah, boy!
Thank you for watching, and may the force be with you. We'll see you
on the next one. You see?